How's it going, everyone? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to get rid of belly fat permanently. So before I get started, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate the support, helps my channel grow. Please follow me on Instagram, Billenberg999. So the main thing that people fail for trying to get rid of belly fat, the main thing is they simply just do not follow their calories for the day. And this isn't because they choose not to, it's because of one thing, and that's hunger. Eventually what happens is you might be able to go 2, 3, 4, 5 days hitting your calorie goal and just might be starving. So you do everything that you can to hit your calorie goal, but eventually your willpower just isn't enough, and eventually you overeat, you gain more weight. So what is one easy thing that you guys can do that'll curb that hunger? Because hunger is the main thing. If you can curb your hunger, so where you're not feeling hungry all the time, then it's simple. All you do is hit your calories, you'll lose weight. Super, super simple. So what I found out from 12 years of dieting, different types of meal planning, different types of meal timing, really messing around with my macronutrients, a thing that I found works really, really well, you guys, is to go high fat and high protein. So what I'm eating right now is peanuts, you guys. So I'll just take this for example. These are 600 calories. So you get basically a whole bowl of peanuts. If I eat a different, let's say I'm going high carb in the morning and high protein. If I have some oatmeal and a whey protein shake, the whey protein shake will be about 300 calories. The oatmeal, about 300 calories. And then I'll have a little bit of milk and brown sugar inside of there just to make it taste a little bit better. Right there, you have 750 calories. Now, if I eat that when I first get up at 5:30 in the morning, by 7:30, I am starving. That's right, 7:30, I am starving. If I eat this at 5:30 in the morning, I can go to about 11 o'clock. So I can go about 5.5 hours, sometimes 6.5 hours without feeling hungry at all. So why does this happen? So with the macronutrients for the protein shake and for the oatmeal, the protein shake has about 60 grams of protein, which is really, really good. The oatmeal, on the other hand, has barely any fat. The protein shake doesn't have any fat. The carbohydrates have barely any fat, or the oatmeal has barely any fat. The carbs are the oatmeal is loaded with carbs, probably 70, 80 grams of carbs, including the milk and the brown sugar. But again, only like maybe 4 to 5 grams of fat. This, on the other hand, for one serving has 25 grams of fat. So 2 servings is 50 grams of fat. It also contains 12 grams of protein per serving. So we have 2 servings in here. So we have 24 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, about 6 grams of carbs. What happens with fat is fat suppresses appetite. It suppresses your hunger levels, you guys. So you won't feel super, super hungry an hour or 2 hours later after eating this. What'll happen, the reason why this happens is fat stays longer in the GI tract. So it takes way longer to digest. So you feel full for so much longer. And this has been a really, really big part of my cutting diet. Losing weight is just eating foods that are high in fat, but eating healthy foods that are high in fat. You can eat sausage, bacon, and steak. I mean, steak's not bad, but it's pretty high in saturated fat. You can eat bacon, sausage, bologna, hot dogs. That's all high in fat, but that's really not that healthy. What I like to do is I like to have peanuts. I like to have avocados. I like to have eggs, cheese. I like to have foods that are generally pretty healthy. And this makes cutting weight so much easier, you guys. Like, it is so simple to lose weight. Just to put that in comparison, I think high protein is really important, but high carbohydrate, in my opinion, what happens when you eat lots of carbohydrates is what happens is your insulin spikes. So your blood sugar goes skyrocketing up. And then what happens is it crashes shortly after. And then what happens is you just get really, really hungry again. Even if you eat whole grain carbohydrates, in my opinion, if I eat whole grain carbohydrates, I still find after an hour and a half, 2 hours, my blood sugar's up here and then it crashes. With this, I can go 5-6 hours without eating. It's amazing. So before, when I was doing high carb, high protein, I could easily eat 3,500 calories in a day, no problem. With this, I find it very difficult to eat 2,500 calories. And the weight just falls off, you guys. Like the first 3 to 4 days of doing this, you'll probably drop 10 pounds of water weight easily. What I don't like to do though is I don't like to do a full keto. Full keto is high fat, probably 80-90% of your calories come from fat, a little bit from protein, and like none from carbs. I don't like that. I like high protein, I like high fat, I like lower carbs. I don't go no carb. I go about 150 grams of carbohydrates. So maybe a lazy keto, if you will. With keto though, you don't do high protein, you do low protein or moderate protein. So this is kind of the thing that I like. I like high fat because one, it slows down your digestion. It makes you feel full way longer, but I like high protein because I like to maintain my muscle mass, right? And then carbohydrates, I find they just don't really do that much for me. I use carbohydrates, you guys, for fiber intake. So a lot of the carbs that I consume are high in fiber. I like to hit my 14 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories. That's what's recommended for fiber. And I like to, again, just get a little bit of carbohydrates in. I don't like to go 50 grams or 100 grams. I find 150 grams works really nicely for me. So that is my biggest tip. Try it out. I guarantee you, just for example, have 2 servings of peanuts and then just see how long until you get hungry again. It's probably gonna be longer than 3 hours. On the on the same contrast, have a bowl of oatmeal or some toast and see how long it takes you to get hungry, you guys. So end of video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.